What is the perfect New York minute? This is a Monday night at a local jazz club in Manhattan. And to me, this is the sound of New York. This is the sound of New York. And this. What we love about Manhattan is no matter what you're into, if you step through the right door, something incredible is happening. Jazz has structure, but also requires improvisation, and New York is no different. So let us show you some of our favorite ways to experience Manhattan. Before getting lost in the city, we love to jump on a boat and look at the city because it's magnificent. The New York water taxi service is both an economical and fast way to get a look at Manhattan from multiple angles. There's just nothing like looking at Manhattan from underneath the Brooklyn Bridge. There are lots of boat services that offer tours. We took the Manhattan 2 this time because we'd done the water taxi before, and it was a magnificent experience. But you get to see New York from very special angles. But this is so much more than a fun boat ride. This is an actual pilgrimage to lay eyes on something very important. Suddenly we're transported to the early days of America and what it must have felt like for millions and millions of people to sail into New York Harbor on a boat chasing a dream, starting a new life in a new world, going through Ellis Island. It's just an incredible feeling to see it from a boat. As you head back to the city to go explore, you have a new perspective, and now it's time to dig in to Manhattan. Okay, we're tourists, so we're going to go to Times Square, and we're going to get there in a cab or an Uber, or possibly on a train. But once we're there, we need to get around quickly, so I give you the Pedi-Cab, Times Square's fastest way to see the sights. Times Square is cool to see, but essentially it's a logjam and it eats up a bunch of time. So have your Pedi-Cab take you to the Supernova rooftop bar, get out of the crowd, and see it in style with a nice drink.
Oh, did you watch it?
We got a little Red Bull going on in Times Square tonight. It's going to be a big night. Big night indeed, and for us, that means going out to a good steak dinner in New York. So jump in an Uber and head to Club A Steakhouse. This is a good steakhouse. Founded in 2008, the owner, Bruno, came from North Albania and went right by the Statue of Liberty and opened up a really good steakhouse. The experience here is pure, simplistic steak perfection in a really cool environment. The red room is super cool, the flavors of all the sauces are amazing, the dessert's unbelievable, and Bruno will likely stop by and make sure that you have finished it. Now, if age and authenticity is your thing, you need to go to Gallaghers. These guys have been doing aged steak for 90 years. They do the big cubes, the good old-fashioned, and a really proper martini. Keen's Steakhouse gets honorable mention. It's the oldest, and its really cool, authentic bar is worth seeing. No matter what you choose, make sure you have that classic New York cappuccino, because there's still lots to do. There is too much to do and too much to see in New York to stand in line at the Empire State Building. Don't do it. Get out, walk the city, get on a subway, go see something. It's overwhelming to see New York for the first time, so try the pizza. Don't worry about which shop has the best hot dog stand. Book a hotel that's right in Times Square, and you won't waste time on the logistics. Eat lunch at a street cart. Everything around you is worth trying. It is impossible to say how best in class in the world the food in Little Italy is. Mulberry Street is beyond belief. This isn't Italy Italian food. This is New York Italian food. Mulberry Street has been taking old world recipes and putting a new world touch on it for 125 years, and it's spectacular. Little Italy and Chinatown are literally across the street from each other. So stop by and do a little shopping. If you know, you know. 10 minutes walk north, Prince Street Station will take you down to One World Trade Center. A very, very important place to see for yourself. Now we're going to head back up north to Midtown by taking a taxi or an Uber to the Flatiron building. And we're going to do a 1-mile walk that starts by getting a good look at the Empire State Building. And aren't you glad you're not sitting up there in line? You breeze by the lions guarding the New York Public Library, get a great look at the Chrysler Tower, and then step inside the magnificent Grand Central Station. That's a lot to see in 1.3 miles, and you can do it in about 30 to 40 minutes. Starting at Columbus Circle, we're going to walk Central Park. And you know what? This place is massive. It's full of 101 things to see and do, and it doesn't matter what time of year you do it. This is a special, special place. New York is awesome in the winter, but it's also like a magical postcard when there's snow in Central Park. But no matter what time of year you do it, you must make this park your own and never walk in the same place twice. And if you pop out the north side of Central Park, for those of you that are fans, it's a great chance to jump in a cab and go see the diner. And no, it doesn't look like what you think it should. So remember when I said that this sounds like New York to me? Well, just like jazz, you gotta make New York your own. There's 1,000 other things I could have mentioned in this video to do, but in 48 hours, maybe you don't have time to see the Guggenheim. Maybe Billy Joel isn't actually playing Madison Square Garden the night you're there. Lucky for us, he was. But you've got to make your own kind of jazz in New York, and there's no right or wrong way to do it, as long as you try the black and white cookie. Hey, check out some of these other videos that we've made, and of course, please subscribe.